Good morning, students. Today we are going to do bar graph. So what is this bar graph? A bar graph is a pictorial representation of data which is represented by rectangles of uniform width. Okay, all these rectangles are of uniform width with equal spacing between them. These are called bars. Okay, let us see here. This is the construction of bar graph. This is the method we can construct the bar graph. How? So in a bar graph, each bar or rectangle, these are the bars or rectangle, represent only one value of numerical data. And there are as many bars as the number of values in the data. So bars are usually drawn vertically like this on the horizontal line, which is x-axis, and this vertical line, this is called y-axis. The height of the bars depend on the value of numerical data. Okay, so we assume a suitable and convenient scale to decide the height of the bar along the y-axis. Or in order to construct a bar graph, we must keep in mind some points, like always we have to draw the two perpendicular lines, this side and this side. This is called x-axis and this is called y-axis. Okay, along the horizontal axis means this, we can mark the information like I have marked this game's name: hockey, cricket, shooting, wrestling, badminton. Okay, and we have to select a suitable scale also, like this I have selected, to determine the height of the bar or rectangle along the vertical axis. Scaling means scale on y-axis. I have taken 1 unit 100 students, means 1 unit from here to here. This unit represent 100 students. This another unit represent 100 student. Like this, each scale is representing 100 scale, 100 students. Okay, so question number 1 we will discuss first, and with this you will understand how to draw it. Okay, here question number 1 is saying the following data was gathered during a survey conducted in a school. The survey was conducted in a school and this data we have collected. Favorite sports: hockey, cricket, shooting, wrestling, badminton. And number of student means 500 students favorite sport is hockey. 800 students favorite sport is cricket. 700 students favorite sport is shooting. 400 students favorite sport is wrestling, and 500 students favorite sport is badminton. We have to now show this in a bar graph. How? Very easy it is, but few points you have to keep in mind. First of all, we will draw y-axis, this line straight, and this x-axis. Give the arrow and write x-axis, and give here arrow and write y-axis. Okay, now we have to decide the scaling. Why I have taken 100, 200, 300, 400? Because in the data it is given 500, 800, 700, 400, 500. So 100 gap if we will take, we can draw it. Here is started with 400, but we have to take the equal gaps between each scale. So I have decided to take 100, then 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, up to 900 we have taken. Now how to draw these bars? So 500 students like hockey. So in this side, x-axis side, we will write the sports name, and y-axis we will select for the numbers. Okay, or number of students. Here you can write number of students, and this side we have taken the sports, favorite sports or sports, you can write like this. Now 500 sports students like hockey, so this bar will reach up to the height 500. Can you see here 500? So this will reach up to 500. We will draw it like this and then shade it, or you can make the design like this, or you can simply shade it also, but draw with scale and pencil. Use pencil only to draw the graph. Okay, and you have to keep one thing in mind: between every rectangular bars the space should be equal. You can see I have taken 1 one box only gap. You cannot do like first you have taken one box, then another time you will take the two box. No, this will be wrong. Equal gaps you have to maintain while drawing the graph. Here also I have taken the equal scaling. 100, 100, 100 gaps. If you have started 0 to 100 means 100 gap. So with between each scaling there should be 100 numbers gap. Okay. If you will start with 50, then there will be 50 gaps. Understood? Now cricket. How many students like cricket? 800. So our bar will reach up to the height of 800. You can see here it is written 800. Okay? Like this. Then another sport, shooting. 700 students like shooting. So we will make its bar like this. Wrestling. So 400 students like wrestling. So 400 is here. You can scale with the help of a scale. You can see where it will go up to the height. Okay. Now badminton. Badminton 500 students. So we have taken this up to this height. This is the way you can draw the bar graph of question number 1. Now its question. What information does this data represent? So this data represent favorite sports of the students. Which game is most popular among the student? Which game is most popular? So maximum number of students like cricket. So this is most popular. So you will write cricket. Which two sports have equal popularity among the students? Equal popularity. You can see the bar of equal height is 500. 500. Both are 500. So hockey and badminton. So you will write hockey and badminton are two sports have equal popularity among the students. Got it? Now question number 2. The average monthly attendance of a class is tabulated below. Here month's name and here attendance. These are average attendance of the students. Now you have to represent this information through the graph. So very simple it is. You can see question number 2. I have taken it. You first see these numbers. 50, 45, 53, 50, 40, 25, 55. So if we will take 10 numbers gap, it will be better for us. So we will start with 10. This side I have drawn y-axis. This side I have drawn x-axis. Okay. Now y-axis, this is 0. Y-axis and x-axis intersecting point is called origin, and origin is 0, 0, 0. Okay. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Equal scaling. So first sport is, first month is September. In the month of September, average attendance is 50. In the month of October, the average attendance is 45. So in the month of September, average attendance is 50. So we will go up to the height of 50. You can see here. Okay. October 45. So between 40 and 50, you can see there are thin lines. This is 10 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In a scale, there are 10 lines between each number, no? So like this, here also you will see 10 lines. So between 40 and 50, this is 45. So this graph will go up to the height of 45. Next, in the month of November, it is 53. So in the month of November you will write, it will go up to the height of 53. You can see this is 50, this is 51, 52 and this is 53. Okay, you can make the design also in this, or you can simply shade it like this as you wish. Now in the month of December 50, in the month of January 40 and in the month of February it is 25. So between 20 and 30 it will be here 25. And in the month of March it will go up to the height of 55. Got it? In this manner, you can draw the graph of question number 2. Now its questions. In which month was the average attendance maximum? You can see which month average attendance is maximum. March 55. So March month you will write. In which month was the average attendance minimum? Minimum is 25. So February. You will write the name of the month, February. Yes, find the range of the data. About the range, I have explained you maximum value minus minimum value. Maximum is 55, minimum is 25. So 55 minus 25 is equal to 30. Got it? So question number 1 and 2 we have completed today. And question number 3 and 4 we will discuss next day. Till here up to 2 number you have to draw in your graph notebook with the help of scale and pencil only. Okay.